Hi, everybody. This slideshow is about using the library databases for research. And if you've read the assignment already for our paper, you are going to have to use these library databases in order to get secondary sources for your paper that you'll include into your arguing a position paper. So I would like you to carefully listen and go through this slide and take notes if you need to so that you know exactly where to go in order to start finding research for your paper. Okay, why use the library and not Google to find research for your paper? That might be a question you have right away because any topic you choose, you can immediately type into the Google search bar and find millions of hits. Well, TCC subscribes to dozens of professional databases that contain full text articles from reputable, peer-reviewed journals, as well as magazines, newspapers, and other credible sources. It's hard nowadays to differentiate between credible sources and those that may not be as authoritative, especially if you go to Google. But when you use these databases, you know that you always have authoritative information. Now, there will be at the end of this slide some discussion of when you can go to Google, but right now we're talking about the library databases. Peer-reviewed journal articles are more accurate, authoritative, and credible than something you may find on Google. Peer-reviewed means that colleagues of the article's author, generally professors in the same subject, have read the article, reviewed it, and based on depth and breadth of argument have published it. So the writer publishes the argument only after it's gone through a peer-reviewed process. This isn't the case with magazine or newspaper articles, but finding a peer-reviewed article for your paper would certainly be a help in solidifying your argument. And again, as I said, it's often difficult to determine which sources are credible and which are not if you just search your topic in the Google search bar. Moving on, the first place that you'll go is library.tccd.edu. Now, you can find that website when you log into WebAdvisor and Blackboard as well. But if you just type that in, um, this image will come up. This is the section after you scroll down a little bit. There's information at the very top of the library homepage about hours and COVID information and things like that. But eventually you'll get to this section where the TCC catalog is on the left and the TCC article databases, as you can see, are on the right. And so the easiest thing to do is to click this red box called Browse Subjects. You can also click, how do I use the database? How can I find journals? What can I find in each database? You can do anything, but I'm going to take you through the way that you use Browse Subjects. So you click Browse Subjects, and the subjects will be in alphabetical order starting at A. And so you scroll all the way down to N and stop at News and Controversial Issues. Because you're arguing a position concerning a social, cultural, or political issue that's controversial nowadays, this is the best set of databases to go to. And as you can see, there are many to choose from. When I took the screenshot here, it stopped at N. So we started at 60 minutes and then went alphabetically to Academic Search Complete, Communication, etc. But there are even more databases underneath here. So when you get to the library, you'll see those. I'm going to take you through one that I think will be very helpful to you and that can get you even started on your paper and give you more information on where to go to research from there. And that is Gale in Context, Opposing Views. So if you click that one, the next slides that you'll see relate to that particular database. So when I click Gale in Context, Opposing Views, opposing viewpoints. This is the first page. This is what you'll see. When you scroll down, so this is the bottom of the page, obviously. This is the very top, and then I took a picture of the bottom of the page. You'll see these bold headings here with hundreds of different topics. Notice this box right here, browse all 486 issues. So if you're struggling to come up with a topic, here you go. You have many issues that you can choose from. And even if you know exactly what you want to write about, this one can certainly help you narrow it down into something doable for 1,000 to a 1,500 word essay. So what I chose was fast fashion. I looked under energy and environmentalism right here, and I saw fast fashion right there, which looked interesting to me, so I clicked on that topic. And what comes next will be what you see after you click fast fashion. So here's the overview of fast fashion on the first page. There's a definition. You can obviously click read more. And then at the bottom, you can see all of the many different materials here that are available for fast fashion. We have an academic journal, we have 6 images, 13 magazine articles, 2 viewpoints, we have 290 news articles. So I decided to click on those news articles. I clicked news, and this is the page that came up. Obviously, I should also look at those different categories, including the featured viewpoints and the academic journals and others that will help my argument. So this is the first page, as I said, of the news. If you think that 290 news articles is too many, which it is, you could sort it, of course. You can filter it. You can even go in the top, and now that you know your topic is fast fashion, you could narrow it down and write fast fashion cotton or something like that, if you're interested in the way that fast fashion is made or the materials. So anyway, that's how you can look at this particular website. And I'm going to keep going so I can show you further examples of what happens within the Gale Opposing Viewpoints website. So I chose to click on the first article on the list, which was called Karen Millen Hits Out at Fast Fashion After Boohoo Scandal. So I may skim this entire article. I see it, the whole article is there. I may find nothing of use for my argument. This is page 1 of the article. I've scrolled all the way through. But I also may find quotes or data or facts or expert testimony or statistics that I can actually utilize in my argument. So what you will have to do is start narrowing down your argument as much as you possibly can and your topic, so that you don't have such a huge number of sources that you have to look through. You can also look at the title, and oftentimes the title of the article will let you know if it's something that would be interesting to you or not based on your particular argument. So at the very bottom, you can see the source citation is there, the MLA source citation. So all you'd have to do is copy and paste that into your Works Cited page. If you forget to do that, there's also Cite at the top. You should also remember to send it to yourself. Email all articles to yourself so that you can go back to them. Even if you read it while you're sitting there right then, click the Send To button. You can print it if you want to. You can download it right from there. You can highlight it. You can do lots of things. Now, this is just in the Gale in Context Opposing Viewpoints particular website, database, sorry. If you go to different databases, you certainly will have lots of information there, and it may be different. It may not look exactly like this, but you should be able to find where you cite, where you send the article, and where you can download it, where you can do different things with it. So that's the gist of conducting research in those databases. You should go back through the whole process again with other databases. As I said, some of the articles may overlap from one database to the next. Others will only be in certain databases. Be sure you send the article to your email. You can have as many articles as you want in your mailbox, so don't be hesitant to send every article that seems like it will help you to yourself. You may find after reading one sentence that it doesn't work, but at least you won't have to go back and find it again. That's one thing that students have a lot of trouble with over the years, and why I bring it up is finding information and talking to me about it, and then me saying, well, where's the citation? Where can you find it? And they say, I don't remember. So this is how you can remember, is by emailing it to yourself.